The first one was $19 for 15 miles. No, I'm not doing that. So waited, and then about 3 others popped up afterwards, and I got this one. It's going to be a little work. It's just going to take an hour and 20 minutes because there's 77 items. Well, I just delivered that shopping. I'll tell you what, wasn't worth it. Even though that money was double the mileage, I had to climb 2 sets of stairs. Confirmed earnings today is $79.71.
The Silver Dasher.
Morning. It's Sunday. It's a little cold, but it's supposed to warm up a little bit today. Got my order, but I didn't accept the first one. The first one was $19 for 15 miles. No, I'm not doing that. So waited, and then about 3 others popped up afterwards, and I got this one. It's going to be a little work. It's just going to take an hour and 20 minutes because there's 77 items, all unique. But no, the heaviest thing is just a 12-can pack of Sprite, and unusual, a potted plant as part of that. But I'm going to Odenville with that. But it's 16.5 miles, but it's over close to $33, and that was of the rest of the pack that came up, that was the best. All the others were shopping, but they were like, $20 for 17 miles, and if I'm going to go over 16 miles, that's almost exactly double dollar over miles. So anyhow, but yeah, looks like there's not going to be a cloud in the sky. The horizon is already lit up. Yeah, you can tell that the days are getting not really time change, but the seasons change because the sun's coming up earlier than earlier. So anyhow, but yesterday, this past Friday was my pick, but I waited till Saturday because I wanted to go to a restaurant that we went to on Valentine's. I thought it was very good. It was a ramen sushi place, and tried some different ramen. The different ramen was very good. It's the best ramen I've had since an authentic Japanese place that I had in South Carolina one time. So you're probably thinking, authentic Japanese ramen? Yeah, it was at the university there, South Carolina. There was a little shop, and I think they have several Asian students and all that, and they raved about that shop, and sure enough, it was pretty good. So anyhow, so let's go to Walmart. Oh, it's just one customer, so just looks just like a lot of stuff, frozen foods, regular groceries, just a lot, not really many duplicates. So we'll see how it goes today. So on to Walmart we go, and then shopping, then the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just delivered that shopping. I'll tell you what, wasn't worth it. Even though that money was double the mileage, I had to climb 2 sets of stairs to deliver to the front door. There's a neighborhood of very nice houses, but they're all built high and they got long staircase front doors. Most of them have just one set of stairs. This one had two. So yeah, it took me about 8 trips using the cart. Didn't strain myself, but I did something that I usually don't do. I rung the doorbell. Technically, I'm supposed to. I guess from my DoorDash days, I never ring the doorbell because I get a lot of, dude, please do not ring the doorbell. Do not wake up the baby. But I recently looked at the contract. I'm supposed to ring the doorbell. I just haven't. But I don't know. Oh, a little satisfaction. I know that's petty, but still. So anyway, all right. Let's see if I can find my way out of here. It's a nice neighborhood. So anyway, I'm gonna work my way back to Walmart. See if I get another. Oh yeah, here we are. This is where I turn. Oh, nice Tesla. Standard. He's got the steering wheels. So anyway, let's drive by Walmart, see if I get another order, and if not, I'll eventually get me something to eat and then head to Anniston. So, see you in a little bit. Well, welcome back. Didn't get another shopping order. Got several pickups. In fact, some were really good. But like I said, I don't do pickups here anymore. I tried to do one the other day and it canceled. So the heck with it. It's a waste of time. You get there, since I'm so close, I get there like in 10 minutes, but then you sit for 30 minutes and nothing. That's just a waste of time. And when they cancel, you get paid $2.82 for it. So no. So, whew, man, it's getting warm now. It's going to be up in the mid 70s. So, actually switched to short sleeve because I did this the other day. It was getting a little warm. So, starting to spark with the new zone change. Let's see what happens. Yeah, if you remember, you'll see the video today, later on this afternoon, as of this recording. I did a pickup from Oxford. That was a doozy. It was a near thing. I have to be more careful with pickups from Oxford because I can literally go almost into Georgia with that pickup. So anyhow, well, let us head to Anniston. Like I said, I got the spark turned on to see if I can pick up anything as I get closer, and we'll see what happens today. So see you in a little bit. Well, I'm finally getting close to Anniston, but I've been getting offers, especially I got Oxford, but they were all like, pickups, $20 for 23 miles. The mileage was even with dollars. And then got others that finally got a pickup from Anniston. It's the first time I've done a pickup Anniston. Just over $30 for 15 miles with 3 drop-offs. It takes 46 minutes. So, yeah, that's it. And I'll be there in about 15 minutes. So, we'll see what happens. So, on the Walmart we go. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that pickup. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't that many items. One I just dropped off had the most items. And yeah, I'm out here part of Anniston I've never been to before. I drove by this several places. Drove by this place many times. Yeah, this is I'm about to get on 78. This is where I came out here as a DoorDasher. I picked up an order from Jack's in Lincoln, and I wind up going all the way out here. I'm on the outskirts of Oxford, And so, yeah, it took me out here in the middle of nowhere. So, anyway, I'm going to head back and see if I can get another good order like that. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped it off. I picked up a small shopping out of Oxford. Let's see here. Yeah, $25.28 for 2.1 miles, and it'll take 37 minutes. Not that many items. So let's head to Oxford and do some shopping. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I dropped off that little shopping. Wasn't too bad. The biggest problem I had is for some reason I'm getting connection issues within the Oxford store. I've had to reset my phone 3 times because the app hangs up, and I try to connect to Wi-Fi. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. So, well, I had the biggest problem because they wanted some pork chops, and the particular type or style that they wanted was not available, and so the substitution just wouldn't take, and it kept saying invalid barcode, invalid scan code. And so there's only one code on there. There's no other code, So I had to reset the phone again, and it finally took the suggested substitution I scanned this to, but like anything, pending, wouldn't pick. So I went ahead and closed out the deal. Now the person who did one of the first things I picked was substitution. She rejected that, so I put that back. So yeah. So I know he or she was looking at the order, but the pork chops were one of the last things. But I still have a few other frozen stuff go through, and they didn't make a pending decision. So once I'm done, I'm getting a review. That's it. Point of no return. So, and you can't take that back. So we'll see how that works. So anyway, so I think what I'm going to do is, for right now, is I'm going to go to Anniston Walmart, because that's my phone seems to work better there. That in Jacksonville, if I get something up there. Shopping at the Oxford was real tedious. Well, it's such a bigger store. It takes longer to shop because you got to walk so far. It's huge. That's the other problem. And plus, there was a million people shopping. It's the first of the month. Payday was, for a lot of people got paid last Friday. Maybe some people got their early refund checks. That's happened. So I'm going to head out to, actually I'm going to stop by my parents' house real quick. Make sure and just drive by and go inside real quick and see everything's okay. And then head to Anniston. So, all right, let's see what happens. See you in a little bit. Well, I just left my parents' house and I picked up shopping at Anniston. Just over $31 for 18 miles. It's going to take 56 minutes, but not that many items. Let's see here. Yeah, 25 items. So not too many. I have to go out to Ohatchee, which is just north, but on the way back, it's I've been there. I've driven out there many times before. So yeah, but it's over $30, and not quite double, almost, but it was good enough for. I had earlier, as I was leaving Oxford area, what looked like a good shopping. It was like $20, $25 for 5 miles, but it was like 87 items. I said no. And there were no bags involved. There was quite a few. I said no. So anyway, let's head to the Anniston Walmart, do some shopping, and make the delivery. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that shopping. I'm way out here in Ohatchee. I'm practically halfway home. But I'm going to head back. I still got over an hour left. I turned off the spark because I was getting inundated, and I'm nowhere near. I'm going to head back to Anniston. But funny story though. I unloaded the groceries in the back, and the lady came out, and she went to the same school as I did when I was living here in the early years, but her sister was around same time I did, and come to find out, I told her that I used to work at Sears. She said she had an uncle that worked at Sears, worked in Plies, and she named the name, and I said, I know that guy. Man, what a small world. I used to work with her uncle. So, wow. But anyway, so yeah, that was it's a straight shot out here. I'm in the middle of Ohatchee. Very, very nice. What I complimented on the property that she lives on. They have nice house, right? But they have a brand new gravel driveway that goes to the back of the house because they don't have really a walkway that goes where their mailbox is. But 20 feet from 50 feet from their back door is a lake, a pond, huge pond. It's perfect for fishing. And then, of course, they got fishing gear all laid up against the wall and by their back door. I said, man, you can practically just cast off the back door there and go fishing. And she laughed. She said, yeah, she called it the farm. Just like anything, it was her husband's grandparents' house, and then his parents inherited it, and now they've inherited it. And I explained, I've inherited my parents' house out here. And she, like I said, her family, she's originally from the same area that I lived. So, anyhow, wow, what a small world. So, I'm going to head back to Anniston. I'm going to hopefully to get one more order, either shopping or pickup. Maybe probably would rather have a pickup, but so I don't have to spend so much time shopping. But of course, pickups. If you're going to drop off, it takes. Shopping probably pays a little bit more for the same amount of time, because on average, it's out here, it's about an hour to do shopping and delivery. And so far, I've been averaging on the shopping $25 to $30. I just happened to pick up an earlier pickup. I think it was slightly over $30, but it was like 16 miles. But that one took about I think 48 minutes. So anyhow, been very nice. I've been in short sleeve all day. It's been very comfortable. I like it because don't have to wear the heavy jacket all the time. Constantly have to fiddle with my body cam. It's hard to get the body cam to work properly with the jacket, so I have to wear the necklace on the jacket itself, and it's not around my neck, so sometimes it gets a little awkward. But it's been super nice all day. Pleasant, not hot, around 75. If you remember, I think it was today is Sunday. I think it was Thursday, I think. We had it was one video where I was out in Odenville, and I got drenched. We had a tornado hit Trustful, which is near my old house. But that's where my wife works. And she she mentioned as she was leaving work, she started getting, the hail started pounding the car, but she got out of there in time. But yeah, come to find out there was a class 1 tornado. I don't think it hit ground, but it tore off the roofs of many businesses in downtown Trussville. So we had to, very interesting. But now that storm system's gone, it's been very pleasant. And from my looking at the forecast, it's going to be like this, 75 during the day for at least 2 weeks. So still think we're going to have one more cold snap. It's not. Today is the first day of March. So I still think we got a chance to have another cold snap. So anyway, let's head back to Anniston. Let's get one more order, preferably a good pickup, and then we'll be calling it a day. So see you in a little bit. Well, as I got a little closer to Anniston Walmart, I picked up a small pickup. $18.35 for 5.2 miles, 2 drop-offs. Very small items, and it's going to take about 34 minutes. So by the time I get there and probably do it, it'd be practically almost 4 o'clock. So that'd be perfect. Yeah, I was hoping for something a little bit more, but this is perfect. I don't have to stress myself over shopping and all that, and then just go and pick it up. So let's go do that pickup and make the delivery, and then we will call it a day. So see you in a little bit. Well, that's it. I'm done for the day. I'm ending it 10 minutes early. It's 10 to 4, but yeah, it's, I just wanted something simple. 2 drop-offs. The second drop-off required alcohol verification. It was easy. So yeah, it's been nice all day. This has been just a nice, relaxing dash, a spark run. Like I said, it was a little cool this morning, and then I noticed again I switched to short sleeve. But yeah, so I'm gonna head back home, and when I get there, I'll give a summary of the day. So see you in a little bit. Well, I'm finally home. It was a long day, a little tired, but it was nice and steady. Boy, the offers were just left and right. Just boom, 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 boom. In fact, I had to, turn off Spark so I can get closer to Anniston. And then as soon as I started Spark back up, start getting the offers. Like I said, this was a nice and steady, easy day. The weather was great. Just, 75. Being in short sleeve really helped. I can tell if you remember from my early DoorDash days, I started DoorDashing middle of the summer, and there have been some days, it just, I talk about having a 3 Gatorade day, in just in the 4 hours, the sun beats down on you, and just, even though you get the air conditioner going, I can start feeling that coming. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's give a summary of what I earned today. So let's see, how many trips did I do? I did 5 trips today. So I'll bring up so the confirmed earnings today is $79.71, with the unconfirmed tips at $57.76. So, that's, way over 100, close to $130 for today. I made slightly less this Sunday than last Sunday, but still, that's still a good day. So yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Taking tomorrow off. Gotta go get new tires put on the car, and to get oil changes that time. Then when I go through the rotation, because the tread on my rear wheels are thinner than the front when they rotated the tires last time I was at the dealership. So, but I'm not getting tires at the dealership. I'm going to our normal auto shop that we always do our tires and oil changes and any minor repairs that had to have done. That's where I'm going. So that's where I'm going to spend tomorrow getting that done. And then we'll start up the new week, starting with Spark and Dashing on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we Spark all day Wednesday, and again, Spark all day Sunday. So I hope you enjoyed the video, even though it's slightly boring today. Probably the only excitement was I was having trouble with the app at the Oxford store. Yeah, and if you enjoy what I'm doing with the channel, I urge you to subscribe to the channel. I also urge you to subscribe to the club for a club membership, because tomorrow, as of this recording, every Monday, I give a recap of the week. Just a recap of all the days I worked, and then I go into details of the money I made, the expenses, the mileage, and I go through all the calculations of that. So, and then I go into some ideas or new things that's been happening with me. So, also check out the links in the video on the channel for all the equipment that I use and for the clothing that I wear. See if you're interested in purchasing it, and if you do, it helps the channel. So anyway, that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to go inside, change clothes, and rest, and have some dinner. And then we will do this again on Tuesday. So till then, we will see you later. Bye.